What's going on, guys? So today is going to be more of a continuation of yesterday. We're going to be doing a lot more labeling for the wiring harness and some body damage, which I'll show you guys right here. You can see more or less right here versus this side. This side's all straight. Turns out the whole front end is basically kind of pushed in. It does look like it was in an accident, but we will be fixing all of that. We do have a lot of this is going away. A lot of the emission stuff is going away. So we do have a lot of work ahead of us. Granted, it is a little bit late today, but like I said, we do have a certain amount of time to get this done. We don't have very much time. Not enough time. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we really don't have all that much time to do this, and we have a deadline. We have till about early December. I believe this truck has to be out in Colorado. December 12th, I believe, is our tuning time. So we'll see how this goes.
Particular motor, if anybody's ever tried building one or even looked into parts, this is a search for anything to make this particular single overhead get any kind of power. So this is actually a difficult motor build to do. We've gotten lucky so far with a lot of stuff, but we are missing
quite a bit.
The primary things that I have come to notice that we need for this, that we haven't really been able to find, at least I haven't yet, is the proper intake for this, as well as an ignition system that's going to be able to get timed correctly for the boost. So
if anyone has any sources that can help us out with ignition, even like the radiator fan. So we have the shroud.
It's going to be electrics.
Yeah, well,
we're
trying to go electric, but the shroud that we had in this, the big fan was all eaten up. But even trying to source out an electric fan or radiator to fit this properly without any sort of modification it's a little difficult.
This is race car stuff when you make it fit.
Yeah, so this whole truck is basically going to be built from bottom up.
If he wanted bolt-ons, he should have bought a Chevy.
Yeah, this is definitely not going to be that. But
yeah.
So this video is not going to be all too crazy. It's not going to be like an in-depth one. So we do have X amount of time to get this thing done. So the next couple of videos that we're going to be doing is going to be a lot of time lapse, just so we can kind of knock out as much as we can. However, you guys will be able to watch us do it and actually show, hey, we're doing it for you guys. So we'll start this time lapse. This time lapse is not going to be very long for you guys, but for us it'll be a little bit. We'll get as much as we can done. Alright, see you guys in a little bit. Just want to say, these lights, investment, great idea.
Look at me. Hi. Now, typically on a lot of cars, they have different plugs for everything. So usually one plug won't go into the socket of another. That's not always the case. Every now and then you'll find some that work. But for the most part, each socket will be individual to its own connection, plus length of the wire, how far the wire can go, and where it wants to go naturally usually tells you in what general area it's going to want to connect to. So that's usually a good tip on where your wiring is going if you don't do this. So you can figure it out. It's a little more, but you know, it does work with a lot of manufacturers.
Another off a bolt. People tend to throw them in like the little
like this.
The fender. Yeah, exactly.
Like this.
Yeah, exactly that.
Like
a lot of
this.
people like to do that. So you get your bolts, then you have like a Ziploc. Oh, that's one thing I forgot. The Ziploc bags in my room.
You bet.
But yeah, so you get Ziploc bags, and then you get your Sharpie, throw the bolts in it, you label it, simple as that. And then you have your what we call a bolt bin, and you just label everything. So
label.
Yeah, exactly. Make sure everything is labeled, so you know exactly where it goes. Nothing gets lost. A lot easier to keep track of everything. So actually, that's what I'm going to be doing right.
Hand on me.
That's exactly what I'm going to be doing right now. So I'm going to start labeling.
Hand on me.
Ooh, ew.
Yucky. Don't do that.
Gross!
True mechanic until you taste the fluid coming out of your vehicle.
He said it. You heard it.
I know what the taste of dip oil is, and it is not fun. Oh, it's a streamer.
Oh god, it's peeing.
It's got a good heavy stream.
Yummy. Okay, I mean, or you can just like step right in front of the camera. He was healthy too. Seems a little dehydrated.
That's all that green Gatorade it was drinking.
Few little near the table. Ooh.
Ooh, is it getting in the bucket?
Is it?
Good. Yeah, pretty good.
Yummy.
Vehicles, this part of the car or truck will be bolted in, especially in a lot of domestic stuff. But Asian companies like to actually weld these pieces in to stiffen the body because these things are so flimsy to begin with. They have to do what they can to ridge it up.
I'll give you $3 cash.
Sold.
To stick your hand in that
You can know.
and lick it.
Nay, I'm good. Thank you much. I'm gonna enjoy my douche flute and sit here for a minute.
The douche flute. Isn't that called a skin flute?
What was it? Penis. Personal inhalation nicotine device. The more you know.
Devin, I'm going to need you to chill on destruction.
I'm the one that's taking apart stuff normally. What are you telling me that for?
Hey, I'm just doing the tedious labeling stuff.
You are teeth. Alright, y'all. So, watch-ow! Crazy hair. Alright, so, got the transmission out. One man wonder, no jacks. Do not do this alone. I am just an old fart that has been doing this way too long, and I know what I can and cannot do. The smaller manual, keyword. Manual transmissions are not too bad. You can muscle them out by yourself. Not too difficult. They're not very heavy. So I just bear hugged it out, lifted it out of the truck. As we come down here and see, there she be, da 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 da, on the floor in there, a hole underneath there. Look at that, the glitch. So I'm gonna wrap it up here for the night. That's a good freaking headway. By the next time you see this clip, you're gonna have me, hopefully Kyle, ripping the motor out of this thing and on an engine stand, ripping it down. So, okay, stay tuned. See you in the next clip.
And what he said. So I'm gonna do another time lapse. I'm sorry about all the time lapses, but we're just trying to get to
This one we could probably run at speed and be like,
Yeah, this one we're not gonna like actual time lapse. We'll just fast forward it just so you guys can see.
this is mostly just for the commentary at this point, I think.
Yeah, basically.
I got 2 bolts and we're customs. Something here.
What?
What's supposed to go there?
Yeah.
There's remnants of something being there at one point in time, but it's not there anymore.
So when we took this thing off.
What about that piece of something that fell?
Yeah.
Remember?
The whole clutch fell.
Maybe that was left.
Yeah, the pressure
No, I
plate
think
hit.
that's what it was.
No,
We
no more
found
bearing.
a piece of it earlier.
Where?
The pilot bearing that sits in the crank with a
Yeah.
flywheel. It's not there anymore.
Yeah, I know. There's literally.
I think it was just a bushing on this one.
Oh,
Alright, well, it's going in with a 1/4" ratchet, so I'm happy.
It's definitely not supposed to be there. Okay.
Everybody knows.
Oh god, it's got a runner diverter, seriously? Stupid. Let's choke your engine.
It thinks you're stupid.
So we're gonna bring this one to a close. On the next video, we're gonna be tearing this down and getting it ready to bring it to the machinist and get that on film. So, hey, I mean, thanks for staying along for the ride. Stay tuned.
They got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression, it's all that I wanted. The phone in the face.
There it is. There it is. Get that finger action.
Hi guys! How's everybody doing tonight? We're doing good. Doing real good. Alright.